What if I told you something is dying inside you right now, and your doctor has never once checked for it? Right now, as you are watching this video, billions of tiny power plants inside your body are shutting down. Not dying, shutting down. This is the energy crisis happening inside you, right? I am Dr. Mira. Today, we go inside your cells to solve your biggest energy mystery. In the next 32 minutes, understand your fatigue, brain fog, and aging through one lens. Stay with me. Your mitochondria are dying. This $1 food turns them back on. This is where we start. Dr. Mira, I used to power an entire human being. Heart, brain, muscles, everything. Now I can be this low, but we can help you recover. Let's look at the data. I know exactly what happened to you, and I know how to fix it. The good news is, everything you need costs about $1 and is probably in your kitchen right now. I am ATP. Your mitochondria produce 40 kilograms of it every day.
Heartbeat.
Without me, no heartbeat. This how occurs all in your body. Your mitochondria are not just making energy. They are running every repair system, every immune response, every cognitive function in your body. All of it. Simultaneously. But when mitochondria are damaged, ATP production crashes, and you feel it everywhere. In your energy, your focus, your recovery, your appearance. If you are tired even after 8 hours of sleeping, if you have afternoon energy crashes, if your brain feels foggy in the morning, if your skin is not recovering the way it used to, this video is for you.
I have been trying to tell you, all those symptoms, that was me. I was sending you messages through every tired morning, every foggy afternoon.
But nobody was listening.
It was absolutely right. Your body's
Everything you need for today's protocol. $1. Proven by research from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and the Swiss Federal Institute, EPL. Let us begin. Welcome. This is where everything begins. Let me show you how this machine works. Mitochondrial decline begins at age 30. By 50, efficiency is down 40% in most people. By 70, some people are at 30% of their original capacity.
I used to look like that. Now I look like this. Is it too late for me?
It is absolutely not too late. Your mitochondria have remarkable regenerative capacity. That is what today is about. Here is the extraordinary fact about mitochondria that most people do not know. They can multiples, specific timing, and a specific morning ritual that takes 3 minutes. Welcome. Let's explore how these foods unlock cellular varnixbout, wantrats, EGC, omega-3s, and L-tannins. Turmeric's curcumins boost mitophagy. So these foods can really make me stronger again? They activate your cellular regeneration systems. The science is very clear. I knew it! Please calm down and uses energy I don't have. In the next 30 minutes, we are going to cover the biology of your mitochondria, the 5 things currently destroying them, the 3 scientific compounds that revive them, a 1 is matting protocol. Let us start with the absolute basics. Every single cell in your non-human body, fatty tiny mind cells, and most of those cells contain hundreds to thousands of mitochondria. I have an outer membrane. This is my skin. An inner membrane with these beautiful folds called cristae. This is where the real magic happens. And the matrix? This is my working space. My job, and it is a very important job, is to take the glucose from your food and the oxygen from your breathing and turn them to ATP energy. Ready? Here we go. Stage 1 is glycolysis. We snap glucose in half and immediately make 2 ATP. This is the first of 3 stages. Each one builds on the last. Stage 2, the Krebs cycle, named after Sir Hans Krebs, who won the Nobel Prize for discovering it. We spin this wheel palmnix and it's spinning billions of times per second inside you right now. And this is the electron transport chain. This is where 90% of all your ATP is born. Electrons flow through these protein complexes like water through a dam, and their energy is captured to make ATP. Your electron transport chain makes approximately 34 ATP epoxy molecules single glucose molecule. This is why brain death occurs within minutes of oxygen deprivation. Let's see mitochondrial biogenesis in real time.
Hello world, I am new and ready to make ATP.
This is the most important biological process for longevity that most doctors never discuss. This is the standard trajectory without intervention. Today, we change this curve as pens. This green intervention line shows much higher efficiency across decades.
I can be in the green group?
That is exactly what this protocol achieves. The research is very clear. We are not isolated little power plants. We actually form networks. We fuse together sources and then divide when needed. I am part of a team. Mitochondria have their own genetic material, separate from nuclear DNA. This is the endosymbiotic theory. It explains why mitochondria respond powerfully to nutrients with ancient needs. Healthy mitochondria are your primary cancer defense system. They identify damaged cells and initiate controlled cell death. If a cell is damaged, I sacrifice it for the greater good. Not all the energy I make becomes ATP. About 40% becomes heat, and that heat keeps your body at 98.6 degrees. When mitochondria are in S, you're constant port feeling cold more easily. Mitochondria regulate calcium in your cells. Too much calcium is toxic, so they absorb the excess and use it to fine-tune energy production. The mitochondrion is a cellular command center. I produce some free radicals on purpose. In small amounts, they act as signaling molecules, telling the cell to activate repair systems, build more mitochondria. Its glandular is controlled. I do all of this simultaneously, every second, for your entire life. And you want to know what I ask in return? Just the right food. That is all. Now that you understand what your mitochondria do, let me show you what's working against them. In the modern environment, your mitochondria are under assault from multiple have no idea this is happening. Every morning when you wake up exhausted, that's me, your mitochondria, running on 30% capacity. I've been sending one a signature for ADP today, and your ring had a frenzy. Your body is not betraying you. It is asking for something very specific. And when you give it what it needs, the response is measurable, fast, and often remarkable. These 5 factors are systematically reducing your cellular energy capacity. Let me show you each one. Right now, as you are watching this video, billions of tiny power plants inside your body are shutting down. Not dying, shutting down. Oxidized seed oils create lipid peroxidation, a cascading form of membrane damage that is extremely difficult to reverse.
My membranes, they're full of holes. Transport chain is leaking. I cannot maintain the train gradient.
This is the difference between a mitochondrion that can maintain optimal proton gradient and one that is hemorrhaging energy efficiency. Your cell membranes are literally made of the fats you eat. Killer number 2, chronic cortisol elevation. Your cortisol system evolved for 90-second survival emergencies. In modern life, cortisol stays elevated for 16 hours a day. Cortisol is the villain in our cells.
Emergency, survival mode, shut down all non-essential functions.
Cortisol triggers an emergency shutdown. It turns off the switch for making new mitochondria. The connection between chronic stress and accelerated aging is not psychological, it is directly mitochondrial. Every stressed person is aging through mitochondria past their chronological health. Killer number 3, ultra-processed food. Not just the obvious junk food, but the sophisticated ultra-processed products is health's protein bar, flavored fells, spiking cortisol and causing oxidative stress. I have no processing pathway for this compound. My enzymes do not recognize it. I am fermitis involved over processing to captions. A novel synthetabolized hand servers was we will see. Killer number 4, physical inactivity. Here's the paradox. Your mitochondria are stress-adaptive organelles. They grow and multiply in response to physical challenge. Without challenge, they reduce in number and efficiency. Exercise is mitochondrial stimulus. Movement is medicine. I thrive on challenge. Without challenge, I retire. These infographics reveal the true impact of your choices. Choose vitality. Killer number 5, unchecked oxidative stress from free radical accumulation. Combined with stress queen and processed vendors. More in massive swarm. This is the destructive power of killer number 5. Let's see how oxidative stress damages our cells. 1 electron, please. I started this scene with 1,000 electrons. This is getting very bad very fast. The damage is accelerating exponentially. Your body has a sophisticated internal antioxidant defense system. When Aster should just wits.
Give me proctivated prunes, toppings.
The average person in the modern world has mitochondria operating at roughly half capacity. The good news is, every single one of these killers is addressable.
I am still here. I am operational. Reduced, yes, but not defeated. Tell me what I need.
Now we go to the science of recovery, because everything I'm about to show you is documented, peer-reviewed, and reproducible.
Solution time, my favorite time. More AP efficiency, maximum output. Let us go.
Observe as the villains dissolve into beneficial ingredients. Here are our solution pathways.
Yes, look at that efficiency.
The pathway to wellness. Every killer has a counter move. Today you learn all 5 counter moves. Seed oils, cross them out with healthy fats. Chronic cortisol, use an adaptogen protocol. Ultra-processed food, sedentary lifestyle, NRR2 activation. If you have been feeling tired, foggy, or like you are aging faster than you should, now you know why. It was never willpower, it was never your discipline. Starve might affect Axon need, attacked by what they do to inventions. These 2 futures diverge based on the next 21 days. Let me show you the science. Without treatment, your cells age rapidly. But with our protocol, you gain vitality. I was just leaving. I have other cells to damage. Very busy schedule. You stay right there for the educational portion. Let's look at the data. These killers damage your cells, but we can stop them. Your skin is the most visible organ reflecting your mitochondrial health. It is a live readout of your cellular energy skin. Here. But damage causes dullness, lines, and slow recovery. Everything on the outside, energy, skin, hair, mental clarity, reflects what's happening inside. When you feel old, it's because your mitochondria aren't at full capacity. This is the core of mitochondrial medicine. Now, let's see the compounds that change everything. The science of mitochondrial revival has exploded. These institutions have published landmark research. I am going to walk you through the most important compounds. Finally, we get to the good part. Exactly, Mito. Let's dive in. Of the thousands of bioactive food compounds studied, 3 have the most robust, peer-reviewed, replicated evidence for mitochondrial revival. Let me introduce you to each one personally. Can I tell you something? When I was at my worst, I felt invisible. Nobody looked at the mitochondria. That is the hidden epidemic. Mito's experience is shared by millions. Now let us change it. The biology is clear. The killers are identified. Now, the science of revival. This is the part that will permanently change how you think about your morning routine. I am getting excited. Is this appropriate? I have not felt excited in a long time. I think the anticipation of nutrients is give me chidensis pons adzactiger most states nai bonifing. One more category of mitochondrial damage. Certain medications are mitochondrial toxins. And to some, mefrenacopopolextress means stop medications. It means discuss mitochondrial support with your physician. This is a conversation that needs to happen. Awareness is the first intervention. Understanding your mitochondria are not failing randomly, but responding to specific inputs is the cognitive shift that enables behavioral change. And where every behavioral change is where every goal thing BVNA. Urolithin A. This compound was quietly studied for years before a 2022 landmark study made international headlines in the longevity research community. It directly activates the cleanup and regeneration process in your mitochondria. Hello, Mito. I have heard you have been struggling. I specialize in exactly one thing, cleaning your damaged components and triggering the birth of new, stronger mitochondria. You are even more beautiful than I imagined. This is urolithin A activating mitophagy. It identifies and recycles damaged mitochondria. This process, mitophagy, is like replacing old batteries with fresh ones, but at the cellular level. The 2022 EPFL study on urolithin A. In humans, muscle endurance increased by 10% and strength by 12%. Mitochondrial health proved and inflammation reduced, and no maps increase. I do not come from food directly. I am made from food by your gut bacteria. Our microbiome receives specific compounds, tannins from pomegranate, walnuts, and berries. Your gum knows I'll be the factory. Here is an important nuance. Approximately 30 to 40% of people do not produce urolithin A. It fissures their gut microbiome, laxes the populations of the bacteria. This is why gut health is foundational. Now it is my turn. I am EGCG, and I have been protecting cellular health for over 4,000 years. Modern science has confirmed with HGC active in Tish Reiki mitopachonis. PGC1 alpha activation powers your mitochondria.
All mitochondrial production units activate. We are going to part immediately.
2 cups of quality green tea per day maintains this activation state. I also modulate the epigenome. I inhibit an enzyme called DNMTP. Effective devlees. I slightly silence your flinzings in inflammatory and protecting your passphrase. Sulforaphane. SUFORAPHN. I am from broccoli sprouts. Provides tapeable simultaneously than the 100 master antisophagne it or maracitin passive. This is the NRF2 activation cascade. Sulforaphane binds to keep 1, releasing NRF2. NRF2 activates protective genes like glutathione synthase. This creates systemic protection lasting 72 hours from a single dose. These 3 compounds work synergistically. I remove the damaged ones. I build the new ones, and I protect everyone. These 3 mechanisms work through and creates an effect greater than any single compound alone. I am CoQ10, coenzyme Q10. I am not optional equipment, I am the essential oil for the mitochondrial engine. Without me, your complex 2 its enzyme activities stop, completely stop. A clinically important fact, statins block the pathway that produces CoQ10, contributing to muscle intentions. Discuss CoQ10 supplementation with your physician if you take statins. The supplement delivers isolated urolithin A directly. The food approach activates your body's own production, which many researchers consider superior for sustained cellular signaling. I can feel the anticipation of nutrients. My enzyme systems are primed, my brains are ready. When does the protocol start, Mito? We have the full proto ready. But first, that your motivation to be consistent comes from comprehension, not just hope. The connection between chronic stress and accelerated aging is not psychological. It is directly mitochondrial. Every stressed person is aging their mitochondria faster than their chronological age. This is the famous black pepper example for bioavailability. Adding pepper to turmeric increases absorption by 2,000%. 2,000%! This is why we use both together. Always together. One more scientific principle before we get to the protocol. Your mitochondria have sitting clock, the 24-hour for light-dark cycle. Mitochondrial activity, AP production rate, and Biogenesis constantness, all cardinality. I want you to know that everything I am showing you today is grounded in peer-reviewed published research. I will put all references in the description below. This is not wellness mythology. This is the frontier of biology translated into actions you can take tomorrow morning. One more critically important fact about mitochondrial health. Your immune cells require massive ATP production for an effective response. Mitochondrial fun comprises your immune response capacity. Your steroid hormones, testosterone, estrogen, cortisol, ADE are produced in mitochondria. Cholesterol converts for the mitochondrial membrane. You know what I find most interesting about all this science? Humans spend the symptoms in the skin get events. This is a paradigm shift. The fewer the veins of our input issues. This is very advantage. In the next section, I am giving you the complete practical protocol. 3 layers: the foods, the timing, and the activation ritual. Combined, these create a comprehensive mitochondrial support system day and takes approximately 3 minutes to prepare. Before we get into the protocol, here is what the research says you should expect at various time points. At day 5, noticeably improved morning wakefulness. At week 2, skin tension crash. Day 3 to 5, improved morning function. That means within days of starting the pro begin recovering. Within 72 hours of regular intake, half of half-act face. I am circling day 3 on my calendar. The protocol compounds. Each day of consistent practice, the mitochondrial population quality improves slightly. Over months, the cumulative effect is remarkable. Its mitochondrial compound interest. Consistency dramatically outperforms intensity with mitochondrial. 3 minutes every morning for 90 days produces far superior results to an aggressive calls radices, not occasional interventions. I am making a promise to you, the viewer. If you make every ritual to activate persis and add persimes and every halts to me, I can guarantee what's there individual factors and faults. We're about factors. Now you understand the biology, the threats, and the science of revival. Let me give you the exact protocol. This is where understanding becomes action.
Here we go.
Please, let us do this. I am ready. Welcome to the Mitochondria Revival Protocol. This is the result of synthesizing the current best evidence on mitochondrial nutrition into a practical daily routine. Rereads are not arbitrary. Evergreen is chosen for a specific documented mechanism. When you have all 5 working together, the synergistic effect exceeds the sum of individual contributions. Pomegranate puree, walnuts membranes, green TVG sprouts for an NR2, and cocoa 10 for energy. 1 cup of pomegranate seeds or 1 glass of fresh pomegranate juice every day. I am the pomegranate. Puncak elitannins are the most potent known precursors to urolithin A. I have been valued in medicine for over 3,000 years. Let's explore how pomegranate becomes a powerful compound. Pomegranate drops punicalagin into the gut. Gut bacteria process it into urolithin A. This takes 2 to 4 hours, so morning consumption is ideal. The walnut, Juglans regia.
I offer a dual contribution. First, L-A-10 supporting rekin product, second A for Merca and for mitochondrial membranes.
You talk about how walnuts activate key health pathways. DHA and EPA integrate into the mitochondrial membrane, restoring fluidity and efficiency. This is why omega-3 deficiency causes mitochondrial dysfunction. You cannot build a healthy membrane without the right materials. 2 cups of organic green tea per day. First within 30 minutes of waking, and the second before 2 p.m. This aligns with how your body so free for optimal health. Organic. Pesticides in conventional tea can block the benefits. Water temperature matters for EGCG extraction. Boiling degrades it.
You see the details, Mackley.
Temperature affects minutes at proper temperature. This maximizes EGCG while minimizing bitterness. Raw is the rule for sprouts, non-negotiable. 2 tablespoons of broccoli sprouts, not cooked. This is non-negotiable. The sulforaphanes produce an enzyme reaction between glucoraphanin and myrosinase. For people who prefer cooked broccoli, an important technique. Add mustard seed powder after cooking. While mustard seeds contain their already fat science and discrete, restoring significant for fat. For my food sources, quality matters more than quantity. Grass-fed beef heart contains then the highest concentrate per gram of intifrim. Sardines, 64 micrograms per gram for most people. CoQ10 is fat-soluble. Always consume it with a source of healthy fat. The eucanol form is significantly more bioavailable. Alone absorption is low. With olive oil, it's dramatically higher. Fat is mitochondria efficiently. Collectively, these 5 foods address every major mitochondrial mechanism we discussed. This is comprehensive. Cell revives urolithin A, walnut support membranes, green tea boosts EV to NR transport. When all 5 of you are working together, I become genuinely competitive again. I produce ATP like I am young. This is the food layer. Now let us talk about timing. Before we move to timing, one critical food to avoid for optimal mitochondrial function, processed as seed oils. The oxide products directly counteract the protective mechanisms you are activating. We are in active mitochondrial support mode here. I can feel the L-argitannins arriving. The gut bacteria are beginning the conversion process. This is extraordinary. This is exactly the response we want to see, the L-arginine substrate. Let's see where to source our protocol foods. Pomegranates and walnuts are easy to find. For green tea and broccoli sprouts, try health stores or grow them at home. Your total budget is just 15 to 20. The most reliable way to ensure a steady supply of high sulforaphane broccoli sprouts is to grow them yourself. This jar organic broccoli seeds for $8 in tap water. Soak overnight, rinse twice daily. By day 4 to 5, you have fresh sprout. Here is a protocol synergy that most people miss. Consuming pomegranate and walnuts together enhances urolithin A production, more than known. The combined L-tannin profiles provides gut bacteria substrate range, an important protocol addition not on the main 5 fermented foods: kimchi, kefir, sauerkraut, combined, which directly increases your growth and A production nutrients. Gut health is literally mitochondrial health. Everything connects. This is what mitochondrial medicine looks like in practice. Pomegranate provides L-tannins, walnuts give omega-3s, and broccoli activates and surface they sempre together. The 5 foods do not need to be consumed separately or at the same time. Here is how they integrate into a practical morning. Pomegranate juice or seeds first, walnuts for breakfast, broccoli sprouts on eggs or in a salad, and CoQ10 with olive oil at lunch or dinner. What about people who don't have consistent access to fresh pomegranate? Pomegranate concentrate works well. 1 tablespoon provides comparable L-tannins to fresh juice. Red strawberries can supplement. Total L-tannin intake is what matters. I can do 30 days. I've been running on inadequate substrate for decades. 30 days of proper nutrition is nothing. The data confirms it. Remarkable progress. Day 7, gut diversity improves. Day 30, the foods are the raw materials. But when you deliver those raw materials to your mitochondria may be just as important as which materials you deliver.
This is Ecker Protocol, and it is where most people leave Mitochondria performance hand the table.
Your mitochondria are exquisitely synchronized to the 24-hour light-dark cycle. This is called the mitochondrial circadian clock, and it determines your optimal windows for everything. By syncing with it, you can optimize your health. I am genuinely my best self between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. So circadian and brain structures, max structures, my fan Paul timer. Space actinal matrix and activations. Practical rule from circadian science. Consume pomegranate and green tea ores. This aligns their compounds with your PSP-GPP1 alpha activation is 3 times more effective at 8 a.m. than at 8 p.m. Second timing rule, stop eating at least 3 hours before sleep. This is not a proxeny hamperum imitofrenot synchronized. Mitochondrial symperges and tankomplefigi. This is what happens inside you every night, when the conditions are right. Tiny workers repair the mitochondria, removing damaged parts. They replace them with fresh components, completing the renewal. One more critically important fact, your T cells, NK cells, and macrophages are among the most energy dysfunction directly compromises your immune response. Mitochondrial health is immune health. The third timing principle. Morning exercise triggers about 3 times more PGC1 alpha production than evening exercise. This is due to the morning cortisol peak and fasting state AMPK activation, creating optimal conditions for mitochondrial biogenesis. The minimum effective exercise dose for mitochondrial stimulus is 10 minutes of zone 2 cardio. This simple commitment produces measurable adaptation in just 2 weeks. And here's how it works. Extending your overnight fast to 16 hours creates a powerful mitophagy signal through the pre-to-aim since low energy. It initiates autophagy connect page so then talfer. You get cleanup and building at the same time. Before we begin, here's what the research says you can expect. At day 3 to 5, improved morning wakefulness, reduced afternoon energy crashes. At week 3, improved skin texture. I have been given food at midnight. At 10 p.m., late evening eating continuously. And I was trying to run repair mode, simulcast pertaining modes with late-stage ATP demands from Netflix watching. No wonder I was exhausted. A final timing element that most people overlook, light. Morning sunlight exposure within 30 minutes of waking entrains the mitochondrial scammer for light bought before screening sets your mitochondrial for. The inverse is also true. Blue light from screens before sleep suppresses melatonin and disrupts the mitochondrial transition to repair mode. This delays the mitophagy process.
I am ready to use a melatonin with your screens at night.
Print this. Put it on your refrigerator. The timing makes the food protocol 2 to 3 times more effective. The morning window is key for absorption and exercise. And overnight, mitophagy renewal peaks. I have existed for about 2 billion years. For the first 199 billion, food appeared predict during the day and observe around at night. The fasting window. The feeding during active daylight. This was from Rhyme Fresh storing. The timing protocol is key for your body's rhythm.
Morning delivery. This is optimal. Morning reception confirmed. Ready.
Morning tea ceremony at 8 a.m. Broccoli sprouts deployed. Any for production sprint. I feel genuinely optimistic. An optional but powerful timing addition, brief cold exposure in the morning. This activates AMPK and PGC1 alpha through a cold shock mechanism. I do not enjoy it, but I cannot argue with the biogenesis numbers. It works. Heat therapy produces a different but complementary mitochondrial signal. Heat shock proteins that repair damaged proteins within mitochondria and extend their functional lifespan. I enjoy heat therapy considerably more than cold space is my preference for the protocol. Timing optimization alone, without changing any foods, can produce a 30 to 40% improvement in mitochondrial output. This is free. It costs nothing. It is simply alignment with your biology. Now the third layer, the activation ritual, the specific 3-minute morning protocol that starts the cascade every single day. This is where everything comes together into a single preparation for this radical, beautiful morning started. The Mitochondria Morning Shot, 5 ingredients, 3 minutes to prepare, $1 total cost, drink daily for 21 days minimum. I am going to walk you through each ingredient and explain exactly why each one is in this formula. Half cup fresh pomegranate juice. Fresh squeezed is best, maximum collagen content. Bottled 100% pomegranate juice works well. Avoid any product with added sugar that says pomegranate blend. Those are most fruit coloring and trace L-tannin. 1 teaspoon of raw unfiltered honey. The raw designation is important. Raw honey enzymes, prebiotic compounds that processed honey has lost. I provide glucose for recycle your mitochondria. Quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder. Organic if possible, curcumin concentration varies significantly between green. Activate the pink compound pathway, health never had of microcondiment. The recipe Carl fills. A pinch of black pepper. This is non-negotiable.
Piperine, that is my active compound in metatic glucuronidation that metabolize signs instead of regret at much higher concentrations.
5 drops of fresh lemon juice. This provides vitamin C for 2 critical functions, enhancing antioxidant capacity of the formula and supporting the electron transport chain through in collagen synthesis and iron rupture. Stir for 30 seconds, ensuring the turmeric and pepper are fully incorporated. This is my medicine. This is everything I need in one glass. This is extraordinary. This is the Mitochondria Morning Shot. Drink this within the first 15 minutes of waking, on an empty stomach, before coffee, for anything else. The empty ensures maximum absorption of the L and C tannin Z4 gas. I can confirm the substrate delivery. Urolithin A production has been initiated in the gut. Mitophagy signals are active. This is working. I am a direct witness. Within 30 minutes of the morning shot, brew your green tea separately. EGCG and pomegranate elegantannins compete for absorption pathways, so separate them by 20 to brew minutes, soft word and supplements. A note on coffee. It's beneficial for mitochondrial health, containing an acid and
Half amazing. Welcome in my sort of medicine.
within reason. The coffee should follow the morning shot. The protocol, morning shot first. 2 tablespoons of fresh broccoli sprouts at any point during breakfast. Raw, we desulfane in activation in last 72 hours. You can also all blend them into a morning smoothie, boosting antioxidant gene. Common questions I receive: can I make the morning shot ahead? Yes, prepare up to 24 hours ahead. Fresh is best, but ahead preparation works. Can I add it to a Swiss smoothie? Yes, but consume it with the ensures maximum benefit and minimal oxidation. Question 3. I do not like the taste. The turmeric is strong. I underscore your condinus. 4. I add this to water with other supplements. We cannot add grapefruit to the morning shot as affects metabolism. I am asking you to commit to this protocol for exactly 21 days before evaluating results. The receive biogenesis, minic apophasis, fructiferesis. Nobody cleared, for instance, the full benefit without reaching 10 pounds. Week 1. The gut microbiome is shifting, building your foundation. Many notice improved energy as urolithin A levels rise. Week 3. Skin improves, cognition sharpens, and sleep quality rises. This is the science of proactive wellness. For those who want to build on the core protocol, optional additions that have strong evidence. First, berberine, 500 is once daily with the largest meal. It activates AK through a different mechanism, ECG effect. Intermittent cold exposure activates a different mitochondrial pathway through cold shock proteins and UCP1 and brown fat. This combines with nutrition and exercise for a synergistic effect on mito count and quality. Cold is effective. How do you know the protocol is working? 3 trackable markers. HRV, heart rate variability, a rising HRV, objective energy log, rate 2 p.m. energy to 10. The trend keep up week 2.
This is your team. Every morning, every day, for 21 days minimum, and ideally forever. They are waiting for you. I want to zoom out now, because what we are talking about is not just energy or eatas arenas that obtain this protocol will come from a fundamentally different place than it does now. Every single one of these conditions has mitochondrial dysfunction as a primary component, not a side effect, not a consequence, a primary driver. Research shows mitochondrial dysfunction appears years before cognitive symptoms or plaques. Mitochondria warn the brain decades before diagnosis, but weren't measured. Stop eating 3 hours before sleep. This protects your mitochondrial repair. From 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., I run the night shift. Late eating 7 mitochondrials, compromised for efficient repairs. The heart is the most mitochondria-dependent organ. Its cells have more mitochondria than any other tissue decline. They need continuous support maintained. We never rest. Cancer cells exhibit the Warburg effect, using glycolysis even with oxygen, a mitochondria trim mitochondria self, letting your dancer surveillance system keep me healthy. Depression and anxiety have long been treated as purely psychological conditions, but emerging research suggests a mitochondrial pulse component. This does mean mental health and mitochondrial dysfunction. The most exciting frontier in longevity research right now is mitochondrial medicine. The scientists look viewsense side and impondriant. The all raise the mitochondrias. ANIMUS powers our cells and activates longevity proteins, but levels drop 50% by age 60. We can slow this decline through exercise, support ADS production. Everything connects through 3 systems. Gut bacteria support the gut barrier. This loop via self-rein vagus nerve was the brain mitochondrial's power. A profound consideration for those thinking about family health. Mitochondria are maternally inherited, and their epigenetic state is influenced by the mother's lifestyle. Mitochondrial health is a gift to your children. The epidemic of chronic fatigue, cognitive decline, metabolic crisis, and chronic disease all stem from the same root. The protocol you now have addresses each of these factors directly. For 2 billion years, I have powered life on this planet, from the first cells to every heartbeat and thought. This is our partnership, not an extraction. Health is not individual. Mitochondrial health is a public health intervention at the scale of one person at a time. When one person begins the protocol, the network ripples. Healthier energy, Biogenesis de. All of this might feel overwhelming, so let me bring it back to tomorrow morning. You make glatte yoghurtses, meet you in complex lice and mitochondrial. We have a setting form setting routine. Let me give you the 3 specific things I want you to track over your 21 days. These are meaningful biomarkers that most people can assess without any lab equipment. For sign de Prero, the 2 p.m. energy crash is a sign of mitochondrial underperformance. Healthy mitochondria can cresses from cellular energy. Our protocol breaks it for immediate benefits. Rate your morning clarity. In healthy mitochondrial function, it should arrive within 15 to 20 minutes. Brain cells need ATP immediately upon waking. It reserves your time to full morning clarity daily. The skin texture metric is subtle but measurable. Run your fingertips across your cheek and forehead at the same time of day, 5 minutes after swapping. Most people report a noticeable tactile difference. For objective lab data, 2 markers are key. These provide satisfying confirmation of progress at 90 days. Our protocol supports improvements in energy, clarity, and cellular repair. Based on the published clinical literature, here is what participants typically report. Individual results vary significantly. Genetics, starting point. When we started, Mito was at 23% function, unable to power basic daily tasks. As the protocol was revealed, right now with the full pro is creating 90%. I am going to ask you to do one thing right now. Comment below, I am starting the protocol tomorrow. And write your energy vest. Come back in 21 days from 1 to 10. 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. I add a possumine. Hatin contagious like in 4 damage my puffmins. Turmeric for mitophagy.
Welcome to our premium kitchen laboratory. Today, we unveil the full protocol. With ATP bouncing, urolithin A in pose, and Me Too lung and outfas active. Subscribe for more!
I was dim, I was tired. Today you noticed. You learned the language. Use the protocol for life. I will be here, making ATP, building better membranes. I am Dr. Mira. Thank you for investing in your cellular health today. Your body is listening. Start tomorrow morning. The protocol costs $1 and takes 3 minutes.